Pokemon has just unveiled the newest TCG set, Journey Together, and it is already sold out and being scalped like crazy. That's right, within like 20 minutes of the Pokemon Center releasing their products, they were sold out and up on eBay for 2, 3, 4 times what MSRP is on these products. Absolutely ridiculous. If you're unfamiliar, Journey Together is the next main series set, Scarlet and Violet 9, and it's going to be featuring the return of owners' Pokemon to the TCG. A few key points from the set description. It's going to contain 180 cards, including the secret rares, so a little smaller than some sets we've seen like Paldea Evolved, for example. It's also going to be featuring 4 Trainers Pokemon EX, and it seems those cards are going to be End's Zoroark EX, Lily's Clefairy EX, Iono's Bellibolt EX, and Hop's Zacian EX. They also mention an additional 16 EX Pokemon cards, so a lot of EXs, but not a lot of trainers Pokemon, surprisingly, in the big set that's bringing them back to the TCG. It does look like other than EXs, there are going to be over 40 trainers Pokemon included in the set. So there's going to be variants out there. Of course, the basic ones, the EXs, the illustration rares, the special illustration rares, promos, like all sorts of stuff. But it does look like we're going to be getting more than 30 special illustration rares. Now that could be trainers Pokemon, trainers, regular Pokemon, whatever it may be. There will be, though, more than 30 special illustration rares. Of course, you've got your ETB, N, and Zoroark are going to be on the ETB, and it looks like we're going to get N's Zorua as a promo card. I've got a little teaser for it here. Pretty nice artwork. Very cool. Of course, the Pokemon Center version will have the Pokemon Center stamped variant as well. And for the first time, we're going to be getting an enhanced booster box, which kind of leads me to the Pokemon Center situation. Everything sold out insanely fast on the Pokemon Center this morning. I think products were only live for like 20 minutes, and this set doesn't come out for another, what, 2 months? Oh, maybe 2.5 months at this point. Kind of crazy. Of course, your PC ETBs sell out super fast. They got limited to 2 per order this time instead of 4. I didn't even bother placing multiple orders. I just grabbed my 2 and was done with it. The site was acting up. It crashed so quickly, people could not get through. But the PC ETB wasn't the only thing that sold out. In fact, everything sold out, which I don't think has ever happened, at least from what I've seen on the Pokemon Center. Maybe 151 did, but again, we didn't have such a wide array of products. They didn't have everything drop at once. There was no booster boxes. It's very surprising that booster box is sold out at this price. Just for comparison, in Canada here, the Pokemon Center sells the Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes at $210 a box. Absolutely insane. Like, if you've bought them before at LGS stores, like typically you can find them like $170, $180. If you know where to look, you can get them even cheaper. Like, I've bought Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes for like $140. So 210 is insane, especially because it's available at other stores to pre-order for cheaper. They use some wording on the Pokemon Center that we've never seen before, which is what I want to get at. We're getting a Journey Together enhanced booster box, right? And the enhanced booster box is going to contain 1 promo card featuring an illustration rare style card of N's Reshiram. Now, Pokemon hasn't given us an official image yet, but based on PokeBeach and some other news outlets, it seems like we're getting the N's Reshiram illustration rare that we saw in the World's Reveal trailer, and it's going to have a Journey Together logo stamp on it. I think that's a pretty cool idea, but the problem is they didn't really say what it was, and they didn't say if it was exclusive or not. I think a lot of people purchased this booster box thinking it was going to be the first ever Pokemon Center exclusive booster box. And I mean, there wasn't really wording suggesting otherwise. We didn't know if every booster box was going to feature this new box topper, this promo card, or not. I've pre-ordered them already in the past, and no one mentioned this to me. I don't think anybody knew about it until today. And I think the fact that it was possibly a Pokemon Center booster box led a lot of people to go crazy and pick this up. They paid that premium for the product, which isn't necessary in my eyes, but then you look at the secondary market and it's going absolutely insane. You've got the booster boxes being pre-ordered, like confirmed paid pre-orders on eBay for over 300 USD a box. Absolutely insane. You have ETBs going for like $125. PC ETBs going over $200. Absolutely insane. Like, considering this set was just announced today, like it's been 12 hours as of recording this, and it's just crazy. Like, we don't have the news, we don't know allocation numbers, but it seems to be very obvious that the supply does not meet the demand, doesn't even get close to the demand right now. I think the strategy for this year is just going to be pre-order whatever you can from reputable sellers. Make sure you get it at a good price and make sure you get it early, because if the Pokemon Center is selling out of everything they've loaded onto the site now. It might not be everything because they've seen how crazy it's been with, Prismatic Evolutions and all this stuff. They have evidence that demand is insanely high right now. So hopefully they release stuff in waves on the Pokemon Center, maybe give everybody more of a chance to pick them up rather than just have everything up, everything sell to bots instantly, and then damn, you're out of luck until whatever, March when the set comes out. But anyways, do not buy these. Do not buy any of these products overpriced on eBay, especially from a middleman. Like, look at the Prismatic Evolution situations and learn from that. A lot of people pre-ordered boxes. Stores thought they were going to get more than they got. They oversold pre-orders and had to refund customers. We don't want that happening with this set as well. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully stores are being a little more conservative on what they're pre-ordering and what they're selling. And I mean, of course this set is going to be hyped up. It's got the return of owner's Pokemon. Really cool, really exciting. A lot of people wanted this in the TCG and we have it, which is great. But I feel like it's a little bit lackluster. Leaves something to be desired. It's just Iono, N, Hop, and Lily so far in this set. It looks like they're going to be doing different ones in the next set following it. It seems that we're going to be getting like Steven, Marnie, Cynthia, and probably Rocket's Pokemon combined into the May set. I've also seen other stores speculating that the following set, SV10, is going to be Black Bolt and White Flare mixed with Glory of Team Rocket. Those are Japanese sets. That's the Unova set with all 156 Gen 5 Pokemon. And then the Team Rocket set combined into one. I think it is more likely what PokeBeach says is that the Black Bolt and White Flare sets, the Unova sets, will be coming out as our fall holiday set around September, October time. Around the time we got 151 and all that stuff, right? So if you're looking at it that way, it is more likely we're going to be getting the Rocket set mixed with Heatwave Arena and then Steven's Metagross and Marnie's Grimmsnarl. The Marnie, Steven, Cynthia, and then Rocket's Pokemon all into one set if we're getting only 4 trainers featured per set, which is kind of ridiculous. I feel like they could easily do 8, maybe 10, especially if they're doing 30 special illustration rares like they mentioned. Why not have more trainers, feature more of them on here? Could be a little bit more interesting. But yeah, this set's looking pretty cool. Like I said, I pre-ordered some boxes elsewhere. I'm not paying Pokemon Center prices. I'm also not paying 300 plus per booster box. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I would rather take the loss and move on to the next rather than paying all these crazy secondary market prices. I just don't think it is the right move, whether you're investing, collecting, whatever. I get FOMO is real. You don't want to like miss out on that new set, but man, be patient. Time will pass, and like I'm fairly certain Pokemon is aware of the supply issue. I wouldn't be surprised if they make some sort of announcement like they have in the past. They want to print to demand. If you've been here for the last few years, you know that 2023 going into like even into like the third quarter of 2024, Pokemon cards were not as hyped up as they were in the Evolving Skies celebrations, like even with like Crown Zenith and stuff like that. Other than 151, Pokemon was a little bit easier to get. People weren't really picking it up. Product was available. It was cheap. You could get it. Now it seems like you can't get anything for cheap. Like no matter the product, whether it's good or bad, people are scalping it. People are buying it. It's worth a premium right now. And it's because Pokemon printed less to meet that lower demand. Now that the demand has flipped and it's way higher and their supply has been adjusted to lower demand, they're going to have to adjust that back up to high demand. So it's kind of like a balancing act, right? They need to find that sweet spot. We're going to have to wait a little while. I'm sure Pokemon's working on a situation where they can print more product and get it out to us. And hopefully it's not just low supply throughout the year. But we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, don't go crazy on this. Wait for it. I'm sure Pokemon is going to have more of it available on the Pokemon Center. Prismatic Evolutions, keep your eyes out. I think PC ETBs will be available again on release day for a very, very short amount of time. Be ready, bright and early. It seems 9 a.m. is the sweet spot, like 8:50 a.m. Eastern time. Be on the Pokemon Center. Be ready. Get those orders in. If they're available, I feel like they'll have some. Fingers crossed if you don't have them yet. I hope you can get some. And before I close off the video today, there was another leak for set names, it looks like, over in Japan. Those sets were Mega Brave and Mega Symphony. In the past, they've trademarked set names 6 months, even a year in advance. But having Mega on both sets, it seems like it's going to be 2 sets featuring Mega Pokemon. They'll combine to 1 set here. But that leads me to believe that with Legends ZA, of course, I'm assuming we're going to get, announcemos for that, like the release date by the end of February. I'd imagine Pokemon Day, they're going to give us the release date for that. And I'd imagine shortly after the release, we're getting Mega Pokemon in that game. Shortly after the release, we'll have Mega Pokemon into whatever TCG set follows. So possibly towards the end of the year, if not 2026, it looks like Mega Pokemon will be making a return to the TCG. super hyped up. I'm sure some of those older mega cards are going to get a little bit of a premium in price. Maybe pick those up if you haven't yet and you're looking to make a play on singles. It might be a good move to get that like middle era, not quite vintage, not quite modern, that XY era. Pick up some of those Mega Evolution cards and yeah, I think they might stand a chance at going up. We'll see though, man. If we get like a Mega Rayquaza Special Illustration Rare 2026, like game over, dude. Like the Pokemon hype is real and it's not going anywhere. It's going to be really hard to get a set that's heavily focused on Mega Pokemon, especially some of those fan favorites, you know, Charizard, Swampert, Alakazam, Gardevoir, Mewtwo. There's a lot of really good Mega Pokemon out there, so be weary of that. I think sets are just going to keep getting better over the next year or two. Don't dive headfirst into Journey Together and spend all your money when the next best set is yet to come. But yeah, just wanted to get a little video out talking about the situation. Let me know in the comments below. Did you get any Journey Together today? Did you get any PC ETBs? Did you order these very expensive enhanced booster boxes straight from the Pokemon Center before news dropped they'd be available everywhere? I'd love to hear how you made out today. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.